Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Ahead of his sentencing on tomorrow, October 3rd, Diddy wrote a mercy letter to the judge asking for forgiveness and apologizing to Cassie and others he hurt. Diddy made one big mistake in that letter. I am going to read some excerpts from that letter, and you tell me if you can spot the gigantic mistake that he made. Thursday around 5 p.m., Diddy's legal team submitted a letter that was penned by him. The 4-page letter is filled with Diddy seemingly taking accountability for his actions. It starts with Diddy saying, "I want to apologize and say how sincerely sorry I am for all the hurt and pain that I have caused others by my conduct. I take full responsibility and accountability for my past wrongs. This has been the hardest 2 years of my life, and I have no one to blame for my current reality and situation but myself." He goes on to say he's owning up to his mistakes and specifically addresses the physical abuse to Cassie. Diddy says the viral hotel video has played over and over in his head for 13 months. He says he was dead wrong for putting his hands on the woman he loved. He even goes on to acknowledge that he's asking for forgiveness he wouldn't be able to give someone else if they did the same thing to his daughters. As it continues, he says he thought he was providing for Jane Doe and her child, but after hearing her testimony, he now sees he hurt her. Diddy says he lost his way in the mix of drugs, excess, and selfishness, but has been humbled by his consequences. "There have been some days I thought I would be better off dead. The old me died in jail, and a new version of me was reborn. Prison will change you or kill you. I choose to live," he wrote. He then begs the judge for mercy, not only for his favor, but for that of his children as well. The letter includes words about lessons on God from his grandmother, the class Diddy has taught in prison, Kim Porter's passing, and the jail conditions. In closing, Diddy asked the judge for another chance and stated, "I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I know that God put me here to transform me." All right, fam. Y'all know how we do it. Give me a thumbs up if you believe him. Thumbs up if you believe Diddy is a transformed man. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, can't teach an old dog new tricks. I don't know, fam. Different strokes for different folks. Some people can go to jail for 5 or 6 months and be a changed person forever and ever. Some people can go to jail for 20, 30 years, get out and go back and do the exact same thing they did to get themselves in the position in the first place. And then there's others who will avoid jail altogether because of the threat of jail, just the threat of going to jail, because they know what it entails. They will get on the straight and narrow or stay on the straight and narrow. So I don't know what Diddy's commitment level is or what his tolerance level is for, dealing with judicial stuff, I hate to say crime, it sounds so harsh. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his level, of tolerance is. I know one thing, all you got to do is go through it one time for most people, and that would be enough, because jail, especially prison, is no place for a human being. It is made for animals, because that's exactly how they treat you, especially on the state level. Man, you come through prison in Houston, Texas, or in Harris County, in Texas, period. Man, that intake, they gonna strip you butt naked. They gonna line you up, toe to heel. Fam, it's really disgusting. It's subhuman. But they know exactly what they're doing. And they do that to get you accustomed to being treated as a subhuman. Yeah. Now, where did Diddy make his mistake? When Diddy said that he was asking for forgiveness, something that he would not give someone who violated his own daughters, that was a cardinal mistake in a sentencing letter. Because he's telling the judge straight up that he don't deserve to be free. He's telling the judge he really don't deserve to be forgiven, because he's asking the judge to do something for him that he wouldn't do for anybody else. That's problematic. And I do believe that he gave the judge some ammunition to use against him. If the judge was thinking about perhaps going easy on him, if the judge was perhaps at an impasse, he really didn't know what to do. But then he hear Diddy say, yo, if it was me, I wouldn't forgive somebody that did that to my daughters. That would be enough to make most judges who are on the fence about a sentencing lean toward sending him to prison and going hard on him. After all, he said he would not forgive someone who did that to his daughters. So why should I, Judge ABC, show him mercy when he wouldn't show anybody else mercy? You see what I'm saying, fam? That was a bad idea. Whoever wrote that letter, bad idea. Reportedly, he wrote the letter and his lawyers submitted the letter. It's like he got smart lawyers and then he got dumb lawyers. Like, sometimes it's hard to tell about these guys. Damn, do you want your client to go free or do you want your client to do time? Because if it's me, I'd read that letter and I would quickly surmise that we need to change this language, this part right here. We got to change this part right here. And, oh yeah, let's take this Aaliyah part out too. And by the way, man, they're going to know that's ChatGPT, Diddy, because you got all these damn dashes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to do something about that too. You know, like, what's up with the lawyers? They would submit a letter like that. Yeah, that makes me suspicious. Because, you know, sometimes your lawyer ain't on your team. Sometimes your lawyer will sell you out. Yeah. Lawyers sell clients out all the time. And I wouldn't be surprised, because this is a high stakes trial here. Well, case. This is a high stakes case. And I would not be surprised if his lawyers or any lawyer, once you get on that type of level, will sell you out to the highest bidder. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
Go from here? Where do we go from here? How did we get this way? How do we get this way? How do we go back to yesterday? Yesterday. Where do we go from here? Where do we go now? How did we get this way? How do we get this way? How do we go back to yesterday?
We looking forward but walking backwards. We both wanna win, but we both inaccurate. Two sides, but no one wants to be.